I really think the time of organized religion is pretty much finished. I think it's really on its last leg, and the real damage was done during the lockdown because after the lockdown, many of these churches could not get their full congregation back. A lot of people decided never to go back, and that did not change. So, fewer people in the US are religious. So, the number of individuals in the US do not identify as being part of any religion. And that has grown dramatically in recent years. And now they said it's larger than ever. Mm-mm-mm. According to the General Social Survey, religious unaffiliated people represent about 5% of the US population in the 1970s. In the 90s, it was around 30%. And now they said it's one in three Americans are atheists, but only 4% of US adults, they said, identify as atheists. So they said that number is really not a true number. So, what is going on? What is going on with a lot of these folks just dropping out of religion? So, some still attend services and they say they are at least somewhat religious and express some level of belief in God, although they tend to do these things at a lower rate than individuals who do identify with religion. There is even diversity in how religiously unaffiliated individuals identify themselves. So many of them had answered as agnostic, no religion, nothing in particular, or none on surveys when they were asked about being religious. Only 17% of the religiously unaffiliated people explicitly identify as atheists on surveys. For the most part, atheists more actively reject religion and religious concepts. So, on a recent survey, they examined two questions about being atheist. First, what makes an individual more or less likely to identify as atheist? And the second was, what makes someone more or less likely to adopt an atheist point of view? So, not all religious traditions emphasize belief in a deity. In the US context, however, particularly within traditions, as Christianity, atheism is often equated with saying that someone does not believe in God. Yet, in one of our surveys, we found that among US adults who said, I don't believe in God, only about half selected atheists. So, in other words, rejecting a belief in God is by no means a sufficient condition for identifying as an atheist. So, why do some individuals, who do not believe in God identify as atheists while others do not? So they said the survey found that there are a number of other social forces associated with the likelihood of an individual identifying as atheist, above and beyond their disbelief in God. Many Americans eye atheists with suspicion and distaste. Notably, some social science surveys in the US include questions about how much tolerance people have for atheists, alongside questions about tolerance of racists and communists. The stigma means being an atheist comes with a potential social cost, especially in certain communities. So that's what they're claiming. So, and believe it or not, according to the survey, when it comes down to people identifying as atheists, do you know the Black community is the lowest? It's the lowest. White atheists, 59.1%. Hispanic, 70.5%. Other race, 32.6%. And Black people that identify as atheists is 26.1%, is actually the lowest. Okay. So, y'all, that's what they're saying. Religion is going down, and people identifying as atheists, that is actually going up in the country. That's what they're seeing. And they also included teens, regardless of how strong their teenage belief was. For instance, Black, Asian, and Hispanic Americans were less likely to identify as atheists than white individuals. All else being equal, the odds of individuals in these groups adopting, being atheists was about 50% to 75% less than the odds for white individuals. So, it's pretty much saying white people are more likely to be atheists than anyone else. I wonder why. I wonder, it makes me think, do people identify as being atheists because they think they're going to escape judgment? If you say you don't believe, then you would not believe in the judgment that's coming, right? So, isn't that just another form of denial about the things to come? I think it is. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.